Does pink salt help you lose weight? Debunking the detox hype. You've probably seen the pink salt trend, sprinkled on food, swirled into detox drinks, and even inhaled in spa rooms. But can it really help you lose weight? Today we're breaking down where the hype came from, what the science actually says about pink salt and metabolism, and why most of the claims don't hold water. And by the end of the episode, we're going to identify some practical tips to help you stay focused on real results without wasting money on wellness myths. Where the hype came from. Okay, now let's get into today's topic. Pink salt's rise to fame didn't come from clinical trials. It came from Instagram feeds and spa menus. Its soft color and exotic origin made it easy to market as a miracle mineral. But as we'll see, most of what people believe about it was never tested, let alone proven. But first, this episode is brought to you by our newest sponsor, snake oil. Tired of science getting in the way of your miracle cure? Want minerals that sound ancient and magical but do nothing? Look no further than snake oil. Side effects include lighter wallets, false hope, and arguments with your doctor. Snake oil, because nothing makes the placebo effect work better than overpriced nonsense. Ask your favorite influencer if snake oil is right for you. Pink salt's popularity is marketing, not science. Much of its reputation comes from hype, not metabolic research. Social media trends, so-called wellness influencers, and an uncountable number of AI-generated videos have all linked it to detoxification, fat burning, and hormone balance, without any evidence. Actually, according to a simple Google search, there is absolutely no science to support this claim. Pink salt is just a current, common example of a product sold on visuals and vague promises, not actual results. I mean, can it be an actual thing when the source is a girl I follow on TikTok? Quick favor, if you find this information helpful, please hit that like button. It's a small click, but it would really help us grow. Thanks. What science really says. Next, let's look at what research actually shows about salt, metabolism, and weight. Again, despite what the wellness world says, there is no mechanism and no evidence that pink salt speeds up fat loss, balances hormones, or helps your body detox. First, salt does not boost metabolism or fat burning. Controlled human data directly contradicts the idea that salt speeds up metabolism. In fact, in a randomized placebo-controlled trial, adults taking 12 grams per day of sodium chloride experienced over a 1% decrease in post-meal energy burn, while the non-salt group had a small increase. So, salt intake actually suppressed fat burning rather than boosting it. That drop might seem small, but over time it could tilt energy balance away from fat loss, not toward it. Second, pink salt does contain trace minerals, but not enough to matter. Minerals like iron, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. But a peer-reviewed study of 31 commercial samples found that you'd need to consume over 30 grams a day, more than 13 times the RDA for sodium, to make a measurable difference in nutrient intake. That amount far exceeds safe consumption levels and provides no real benefit. And third, the detox claim is a wellness myth. Your liver and kidneys handle detoxification, and no form of salt speeds that up or supports that process. This review concluded that there is no clinical evidence to support any detox product. Pink salt does not remove toxins, regulate hormones, or cleanse organs. It's just pretty salt. By the way, if you're enjoying this and want more, check out our newsletter. Each month we'll send you quick takeaways from past episodes, answers to common questions, drug updates in between videos, and a fresh myth bust. Maybe even a meme and an occasional personal note. Straight to your inbox, once a month, no spam. Subscribe now. Links in the description. What to do instead. Now let's talk about what does matter when it comes to salt, health, and weight. Again, there's nothing wrong with using pink salt if you enjoy the taste or aesthetics. But when it comes to health, it's smart to focus on evidence-based habits, not colorful hype. Okay, first focus on sodium limits, not salt color. Most Americans consume far more sodium than recommended, around 3,400 milligrams per day, compared to the advised 2,300 milligrams per day. This review links excess sodium with increased insulin resistance, abdominal fat, and higher metabolic risk. And it doesn't matter whether it's pink or gray or white. It's the sodium load that matters, not the mineral marketing. Second, Trace minerals should come from food, not salt. Yes, Himalayan pink salt contains very small amounts of minerals like calcium, potassium, magnesium, and iron, but those levels don't matter when it comes to nutrition. This review shows that the absorption of minerals like these is far higher from whole foods like vegetables, legumes, and dairy. And this dietary survey found that cereals, dairy, vegetables, and meats account for the vast majority of trace mineral intake in adult diets, not from salt or seasonings. Third, learn to spot wellness red flags. Claims like boosts metabolism or detoxes your body sound scientific, but they usually aren't. This review found that health-related claims misled consumers and increased product sales, even when the product has no real nutritional benefit. If a single ingredient promises everything, it probably delivers nothing. And finally, if you want to balance your hormones, lay off the salt. Claims that salt balances hormones sound scientific, but are quite false. This review actually shows the opposite. Excess salt disrupts multiple hormone systems, especially in salt-sensitive individuals. It impairs insulin signaling, increases ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, reduces GLP-1, and contributes to leptin resistance. That's the hormone that normally tells your brain to stop eating. That's not balance, that's sabotage. And stay tuned to the Thinking Thin report for upcoming actual science about balancing hormones. A new study in Nature Metabolism shows that SANA, S-A-N-A, a drug from Yellow Pharma, may help people burn more fat without changing their appetite. Overweight and obese men took it for 15 days. Those in the highest dose group saw increased energy expenditure, better fat oxidation, and improved metabolic flexibility, all without raising heart rate, blood pressure, or hunger. No serious side effects were reported. The drug works by activating creatine-driven thermogenesis, a natural fat-burning process that burns calories by making heat. You can actually accomplish some of the same thing before the drug comes out. Do some strength training, get enough creatine and protein, and avoid skipping meals. Low fuel blocks thermogenesis. Take breaks from long sitting, and add short bursts of movement during the day. These can help your body burn more fat, even at rest. We'll keep our eye on this one for you. Full article linked in the description. And here's a meme we think you'll enjoy. Have an idea for a future meme? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If we use your idea, we'll give you a shout out in the description. So, pink salt might be pretty, but it's not a metabolic miracle. We're calling bullshit on this one. Real weight loss requires more than adding any amount of salt. If you enjoy it, great. Just don't expect it to shrink your waistline. Watch the videos promoting it closely. You can tell most of them are not real people and they're voiced by AI. Who's selling something here? Now, if you're interested in weight loss, you might like this video on things you can actually do to support it, using proper sleep, and they're supported by actual research. Well, that's the show for today. If this kind of content interests you, hit that subscribe button, because I'll be diving into the latest trends, drug updates, and expert insights every week. Have a topic you'd like covered? Let us know in the comments. And a quick reminder, I'm not a doctor, but you should talk to your own doctor before eating that much more salt. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.